Folks, in my 20 years in the league, I've never seen anything like this. What I'm about to reveal could shake the foundation of the NFL as we know it. I've got sources, intel, whispers from the deepest corners of the league that point to a trade that isn't just big. It's seismic, game-changing, and potentially historic. Right now, behind closed doors, something massive is unfolding, and I'm here to give you the real story, the one you haven't heard elsewhere, the one that might just turn the NFL upside down. Keep watching, because what I'm about to share might be the biggest secret of the offseason, and it involves a player you never expected to see tied to a move this shocking. But first, hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and make sure you're locked in, because if you think what you know about NFL trades is big, you haven't seen what's coming. Now let me tell you, the Steelers are at a pivotal crossroads. With Mike McCarthy stepping in as head coach, fresh off a historic 19-year stint with the Dallas Cowboys, and the team sitting at a critical juncture in rebuilding and reloading, the wheels are turning faster than anyone expected. They're assessing their roster, their future, and most importantly, the kind of player who can catapult them into a new era of dominance. And that player, it's a name that's been whispered in NFL circles with a mix of awe and disbelief, J.C. Horn. But why Horn? Why now? And how could a cornerback from Carolina with a volatile injury history potentially become the centerpiece of such a groundbreaking trade? That's what I'm here to break down, piece by piece, with insider info you won't find anywhere else. This isn't just speculation. It's a carefully constructed puzzle built on sources I've cultivated over the years, on film study, advanced analytics, and the subtle signals from league insiders who never miss a beat. Let's start by understanding what the Steelers need, what's missing from their roster that Horn can provide, and why this move isn't just about filling a hole, but about making a statement. Then we'll dive into the mechanics of the trade, the strategic calculations, and why it's perhaps the most logical, yet audacious, move they could pull off this offseason. And finally, I'll give you my verdict, what I really think the Steelers are planning, what this could mean for the league, and why you should stay tuned, because the best part of this story is still coming. So buckle up, because we are about to go deep into one of the most explosive rumors of the 2026 NFL offseason. And trust me, you haven't heard anything like this before. Let's get into it. The Pittsburgh Steelers, under Mike McCarthy, are entering a new era. They have a lot of pieces, sure, a solid defense, a promising young linebacker in Alex Highsmith, a coaching staff hungry to make their mark, and a fan base desperate for a Super Bowl return. But what still haunts them is secondary consistency. The AFC North is a division that demands elite coverage. Baltimore's Lamar Jackson, Cincinnati's Joe Burrow, even Cleveland's Deshaun Watson. And in today's NFL, having lockdown cornerbacks isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. The Steelers have good corners, but they lack the shutdown presence that can take away the opponent's best receiver game after game. Enter J.C. Horn. At just 26, Horn has already shown flashes of being one of the league's premier outside corners. His coverage ability is elite. In 2025, he allowed a 72.3 passer rating when targeted, ranking among the top in the league. His physical profile is perfect for today's NFL. 6'1", 200 pounds, with 33-inch arms and remarkable agility. When he's healthy, Horn is a nightmare for receivers, sticky coverage, excellent ball skills, and the ability to make plays on the ball. His 5 interceptions in 2025 weren't just numbers. They were a statement about his ball-hawking instincts and willingness to take risks. But the issue? It's his injury history. Horn suffered multiple concussions, including a recent one in the playoff game against the Rams, which has raised red flags in Carolina. They're wary of his long-term health, especially with the league's focus on player safety. Still, they're also aware that Horn's talent, a rare combination of size, speed, and instincts, makes him an invaluable asset, especially for a team like Pittsburgh, who desperately needs a lockdown corner to anchor their secondary. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The Steelers are not just flirting with the idea of a corner upgrade, they're actively exploring a trade for Horn. Why? Because they see the potential to transform their defense into a truly feared unit, a defense that can carry them deep into the playoffs, even if their offense struggles to find consistency early on. A top-tier corner like Horn would instantly elevate their secondary, allowing their pass rush to pin their ears back and attack the quarterback without fear of receivers burning them. The trade. It's not as simple as just offering a couple of draft picks and calling it a day. The NFL trade market is complex. Salary cap gymnastics, injury concerns, player valuation, and positional scarcity all play a role. But here's what I've learned from sources close to the Steelers and the Panthers. Pittsburgh is prepared to make a bold move. I've heard that they're considering offering a first-round pick this year, possibly a mid-round pick next year, plus a player or two to sweeten the deal. Carolina, meanwhile, is motivated. They're in a rebuild, looking for picks and assets to accelerate their roster overhaul after a disappointing season. The salary cap adds another layer. Horn's new extension at $25 million per year makes the financials tricky, but the Steelers are known for their cap finesse. They're confident they can carve out enough space, especially with some restructuring and roster moves. The real key. Carolina might be willing to part ways for a package that includes future assets and a veteran for immediate help, perhaps a linebacker or a receiver, and maybe even a conditional future pick that escalates if Horn plays at an elite level. Could this trade happen? Absolutely. The stars seem aligned and the timing is perfect. Carolina is rebuilding, Horn is entering a critical phase of his career with health concerns, and Pittsburgh needs a statement piece. All signs point to a deal that could be announced as early as mid-February, once the combine and the free agency madness subside. This isn't just about trading a good corner. It's about making a strategic move that defines the next decade of Steelers football. But what about Horn himself? Would he be interested? That's another layer. The Steelers under McCarthy are building a team that emphasizes veteran leadership, a tough, physical style, and a defense that's engineered to dominate. Horn fits that mold perfectly. Plus, the allure of playing in Pittsburgh, with its rich history and passionate fanbase, is a huge draw. If the trade goes through, Horn's journey from Carolina to the Steel City will be one of the most talked-about stories of the offseason. Now, let's dive deeper into the film and analytics that make Horn such a coveted asset. Horn's film highlights show a corner with exceptional hips, quickness, and recovery speed. His press coverage is among the best in the league. He can jam receivers at the line, reroute routes, and stay with the fastest, shifty receivers. His ball skills are impressive. The 5 interceptions in 2025 weren't flukes. According to advanced metrics like PFF grades and next-gen stats, Horn ranked in the 90th percentile in coverage efficiency, and his completion percentage allowed when targeted was well below league average. What sets Horn apart is his ability to anticipate routes. His break on the ball, combined with his long arms, gives him the advantage in contested catches. He can match up against number 1 receivers and lock them down for stretches. Despite his injury setbacks, when healthy, Horn has the potential to be a perennial All-Pro. The statistics don't lie. In 2025, he commanded a 24% target rate when opponents threw at him, and he allowed just 0.35 yards per coverage snap, elite numbers. His Pro Football Focus coverage grade was in the top 10 among outside corners. Yet, it's not just about stats. It's about the tape, the feel for the game, the ability to make game-changing plays. That's what the Steelers see in Horn, a player who can change the entire complexion of their secondary overnight. So how does this trade actually unfold? The mechanics are complicated but feasible. The Steelers, with their 2026 first-round pick and a couple of second-rounders, have enough assets to tempt Carolina. They might include a player like a linebacker or a young receiver, someone with immediate impact, or a veteran who can help Carolina retool quickly. Carolina, facing a potential rebuild, might prioritize draft capital and immediate help. They could also push for a conditional future pick that escalates based on Horn's performance and health. Cap-wise, Pittsburgh is confident they can make the numbers work, especially with smart restructures. They've done it before. The key factors are Horn's health, Carolina's appetite for a rebuild, and the Steelers' willingness to go all in for a franchise-altering corner. Given the league's landscape, the AFC's competition, and the urgency from Pittsburgh's front office, this isn't just a pipe dream. It's a calculated, bold move that could redefine their defense and elevate them into serious Super Bowl contenders. Now, let's analyze why Horn is the perfect fit scheme-wise. Mike McCarthy's zone-heavy, pressman philosophy aligns well with Horn's skill set. His ability to play press coverage, reroute routes, and make quick transitions matches what McCarthy envisions for his cornerbacks. Horn's long frame and ball skills would thrive under a scheme designed to create turnovers and disrupt timing, essential in today's NFL where throwing windows are tight and big plays are currency. In comparison, Horn's ceiling is similar to some of the league's top corners, guys like Jalen Ramsey or Sauce Gardner. His potential in a scheme coached by McCarthy with proper health management could make him a perennial top 3 corner. Worst-case scenario. Injuries persist and he becomes a solid top 15 corner. Best case? He reaches superstar status, pairing with Highsmith and a revamped pass rush to make Pittsburgh's defense unbeatable. And let's not forget, Horn isn't just a cover guy, he's a playmaker. His knack for creating turnovers and making splash plays can flip the momentum in critical games. That's the kind of impact that wins championships. The Steelers are starving for playoff-caliber talent at that position, and Horn's addition would send a message to the league that Pittsburgh is back, not just competing but dominating. So, what's my final verdict? This trade is not just plausible. It's highly probable if both sides see a value exchange that benefits each. Carolina gets a treasure trove of picks and a veteran or two to accelerate their rebuild, while Pittsburgh gets the elite corner they've been searching for, a true difference maker. If Horn's health checks out and the Steelers pull the trigger, this move could define the 2026 offseason. Keep your eyes peeled, because I've heard whispers that the deal could be announced as soon as late February, right after the Combine. The league is watching, and the NFL's blueprint for rebuilding in the modern era is about to get a major upgrade. The Steelers are making a statement. They're ready to go all in on a championship run, and Horn might just be the key to unlocking that future. When it happens, trust me, this will be remembered as one of the biggest, most jaw-dropping trades in recent NFL history. Stay locked in, because I'll be right here, breaking down every twist, every turn, and every secret that reveals the true magnitude of what's coming. The NFL universe is about to shift, and you saw it here first. This isn't just another rumor, this is the start of something legendary, and I promise you'll want to be part of the story when it unfolds, and that's just the beginning. Keep watching, keep subscribing, because the best is yet to come. The Steelers, Horn, and a league on the edge of transformation. It's all happening right now, and I'll be here to guide you through every step of this extraordinary journey.